Hello and welcome back to NSUSpartans.com. Fueled by Gatorade, Norfolk State here at Joe Eccles Hall wins the final basketball game of 2016. Your final score in overtime, Norfolk State knocks off Eastern Kentucky. Your final score 87-80. We're here with the Team Spartan Partners post-game player of the game, Kyle Williams. A career high 23 points tonight, 5 of 7 from downtown, 7 of 16 from the floor, Kyle. Big shots hitting the overtime. But first of all, let's talk about this ball game on an 8-game losing streak. Good to get back home to break the losing streak against a very good Eastern Kentucky team. Talk a little bit about the mindset of the team. Lost a little bit of things, lost the locker room, can't get into the locker room, had to dress in a different spot just to get back. Tell us a little bit about what those motivational things did to help you guys get back on track.
It was basically just to show us how to fight through adversity. And, I think all those things, helped us, be more hungry to get the win tonight.
Especially with your team down a couple of players due to illness. Z played the first half, couldn't play the second half. Alex was out of tonight's ball game. Talk a little bit about your effort tonight, because Alex had been playing really well, and you really took in a little bit of his position at that wing spot. Played a little forward tonight. Talk a little about what you were doing out there to get yourself going.
Basically, I was just trying to do the little things, whatever I can, dive on the floor, get a rebound to get me started, and that kind of warmed me up to hit shots and stuff during the stretch.
You talk about that big stretch in the overtime on the loose ball. Talk a little about the loose ball three that you had, especially on the left wing. You corralled the loose ball, took a long three-pointer. We needed at the end of the shot clock. What was going on, man? You were hot, and you were 5. I think at that point you were 4 of 6.
The one I missed?
Oh, the one you made. The one you made.
Oh. I just saw it was open. I didn't really see where I was on the floor, but it was going up, and thank God it went in though.
And you hit the clincher as well when we were up 82-80 late in the shot clock. Hit a clutch 3 for us. They said Coach Jones mentioned your name, and he said that's what you have in you. You're capable of doing that every night. What does it feel like to have the confidence of your coach, especially to take a big shot at that time?
It's definitely big because, having my coach have my back and have that trust in me to take those shots and to do what I do on the floor is definitely big.
Hey, we get set to get on the road early in the morning, 4:30 in the morning to go to Purdue. What do you want to take from this game into the next ball game?
I just want to take the momentum and the fight that we had, and just move that into Purdue game.
That's good. The final score, 87-80. Our Team Spartan Partners post-game player of the game, Kyle Williams. Again, 7 of 16 from the floor, 5 of 7 from 3. Had a career-high 23 points tonight in the win in overtime over Eastern Kentucky. Ross Gordon joined by the head coach here at Norfolk State University, Coach Rob Jones. The victory, 87-80 over Eastern Kentucky here at Joe Eccles Hall. The final home game of 2016, the calendar year, is done here at Joe Eccles Hall. First of all, Coach, 8-game losing streak coming into tonight's game. Sometimes it's good to talk about how you got here tonight to feel better about the win. Talk a little about that 8-game losing streak coming into tonight.
The 8-game losing streak was probably one of the toughest things of my career here, but just had to show some perseverance, and we got out, and we pray so much now. The band upstairs came through for us tonight, because that was definitely a good win for us. But just overall, just try to keep the kids' morale high as possible. Try to take away distractions, because of course when you have an 8-game losing streak, there are distractions, and you doubt yourself a little bit, and maybe we doubt the players and they doubt us and things like that. So just trying to we had a big discussion the other day about getting back to our principles and just understanding that this will go away. This will go away.
You talked a little bit about the Eastern Kentucky Ball Club. We knew what they were. Very, very good on the inside, led by Nick Mayo. He had 13 points. He started getting hot. But we did a great job of going at him defensively, making him guard tonight, especially late in the game. But we also played great defense on him, 2 charges called on him. Talk a little about what we did to neutralize him tonight.
Well, he's been our focus for the last 5 days, honestly. We knew that he was a mismatch. He's a great player. He's probably a potential pro. He's only a sophomore. So, he's a really good player. So all of our defensive schemes was really focused on limiting him shots and then also attacking him defensively, because one thing that he does well or did well was that he tries to stay in the game. He's not going to foul you. He's not going to attack ball screens. He's going to kind of lay off, which leaves pull-ups and things like that open. And as you can see, guys like Carrington was knocking down the pull-up because we knew that he's going to back off the ball screen. So the guys just followed the scout to a T, and we got the win.
You talk a little bit about Carrington Ward tonight. Had to play a lot due to Z being sick. And we were looking for him to break out of whatever funk he was in, and it seemed like he did it tonight.
Yeah, Carrington is a good player. You know, he's played at a pretty good level coming from North Texas. You know, so far he's been struggling. A lot of the struggles have been adjusting to point guard position. He's more, you know, kind of a two guard, even though he's an undersized two. But for us, due to, you know, different issues, he has to play backup point. So with him adjusting to that, you know, it's been a learning experience for him. And also, you know, he hasn't made as many shots as we would like. But today he showed up and gave us the kid that we recruited, you know, the whole time, and hopefully he can continue that.
Your two big guns tonight, Kyle Williams and also Jonathan Wade. Jonathan had 2 points at halftime, ended up with 23 points in overtime in the second half, and he really fueled your team, especially in the second half, trying to get back into the ballgame when we were down.
Yeah, we saw that number 5 was guarding Wade, and number 5, once again, he's one of their better shooters, so we wanted to get him out of the game, as well as, you know, he's not a great defender. So, you know, we put Wade in situations that he was able to just attack him and, you know, get to the rim and things like that. And then once he got it going, you know, Wade is kind of a rhythm guy. So once he gets one shot to go and 2 shots to go, then the third one's going to go, the fourth one's going to go. You know, and I mean, he could have probably made a better decision down the stretch in regulation, but credit to him, he bounced back and he played well in overtime.
Hey, speaking of overtime, I think the overtime went to Kyle Williams and what he did, knocking down a couple big threes for you. And he did the small things. He said he hustled a lot, but he did. He got on the floor, got in the passing lanes a couple times in the first half, created some easy opportunities for you. You said you wanted to see a little bit more out of him, and he provided that tonight.
Oh, definitely. We talk about the guys all the time that we have to be the blue-collar team. You know, even though Wade is a great scorer and he's averaging 20 points a game, you know, we don't really have any superstars on this team. So we got to come together collectively and be that blue-collar team, be the guys that's scrapping and diving on the floor and getting rebounds, 50-50 balls, things like that. And then, you know, we can be a pretty good team. You know, it's not going to be one guy to save us or anything like that. So, you know, today the guys kind of came with that effort. You know, we're losing Z at halftime. It was the next man up mentality. Carrington was the next man up. He played great. The forwards played good. Stavian, Dan, you know, Butler. Even Okoro had to come in and play a little bit of 4, which is, you know, weird. But, you know, he had to come in and do it, and guys did it, you know, they're a collective team effort.
Hey, we get out of here at 4:30 in the morning to go play Purdue. What's the big thing you want to get after a draining game tonight, an overtime game, a victory that we needed going into a tough place like Purdue?
Just try to prepare as much as we can in these 24 to 36 hours between tomorrow and shoot-around on Wednesday. But, you know, it's a tall task. Purdue is, you know, top 15 in the country. I'm not quite exactly sure where they're ranked at, but it's going to be a tall task. They're a great team. They have 2 pros, you know, down low. With us having a little bit of attrition with our forwards, it's going to be a challenge to the guys that do play. So once again, and tomorrow in our preparation, we're going to have to come and put together some schemes to try to limit their post players.
Coach, go home, take a nap. You leave in a couple of hours as you go take Purdue. Congratulations to the Spartans. The final score, 87-80. Norfolk State knocks off Eastern Kentucky. For Coach Rob Jones, I'm Ross Gordon. Thank you for watching NSU basketball right here on NSUSpartans.com, fueled by Gatorade.